transformational. I love to connect and collaborate with coaches and intuitives, and am highlighting them on my new podcast. And also looking at creating a membership site for that, for coaching concierge. So grateful. Oh my goodness. I am so grateful for this group and the encouragement. I just joined this year and it has just been such a glorious ride with you all.
Awesome. And I'm looking forward to you doing our workshop today. That's going to be tons of fun. Yay. Lynn, go ahead and tell us, who are you? What do you do? And what are you grateful for?
I am Lynn Gallant. I am a health and lifestyle educator. I love to inspire and support community and connection and collaboration. And my business that I'm promoting today is Scout and Cellar Clean Crafted Wine. And I am grateful for this community, and I am grateful for my family.
Awesome. Lori, dear Lori, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah.
What are you grateful for?
I am a leadership coach and a retreat, transformational retreat leader. And I am extremely grateful, Divya, for you. I think that, like Marianne, you know, our retreat group has just supported each other tremendously. And I think this group has, you know, really provided a lot of value. So thank you.
Thank you, Lori. And you're also a best-selling author. So there's that. Hey, Christy, tell everybody who you are and what you do and what you're grateful for.
Sure. I'm Christy Sullivan, and I am a wellness advocate, self-care influencer, and human design expert. And just plugging that I'm doing a webinar next week to talk about my self-care journey, and which was big for me. So I also today am Santa's helper for Divya, and I'm doing the gift exchange when we get to that part of this program. And I'm grateful that today is the winter solstice and this auspicious day because of the planets aligning, moving us into the Aquarius time. So I'm just grateful that we're doing this meeting because it's such an important day, and this is great energy for me. Thank you.
Awesome. And, you know, for me, I love winter solstice because all that means for me, I know I'm not taking it for the astrological meanings that y'all are thinking. I'm just like, okay, it's from today onwards, the days start to get just a little bit longer because I come to work and it's dark, and I leave work and it's dark. So every little bit of daylight that I can get, I am embracing and celebrating that. So yay, solstice. Donna, dear Donna, I'm so excited to see you.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for
what
the
do you do?
So I'm Donna. I'm the owner of a company called Lotus Transitions, and we are estate organizers, which means that we specialize in senior citizen downsizing and all things related. And what I'm most grateful for right now is the extra family time that COVID has afforded me this past year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Sherry, welcome. So good to see you. Who are you? What do you do? What are you grateful for?
Thank you. I'm Sherry. I have sherrycandles.com. Essentially, I support people and businesses with energy healing. That is acupuncture for the spirit. It's a system my teacher calls Clear Home, Clear Heart, and it's an ancient branch of traditional Chinese medicine. I clear stressed and stuck energy from both people and spaces, and also can introduce you to your inner design and your personal cycles to understand yourself and your relationships better. And this uses the energy of, again, both yourself and the energy around you. And I'm grateful for this community and knowing that in general, we are all connected through an unconscious collective, that if we try to, we can bring better things about in the world.
We can. We absolutely can. Thanks, Sherry. Lorraine, dear, fabulous Lorraine.
Thank you. My business is Fabulous Begins at 50. I've chosen the Isogenics products to that has kept me going for the last 7 years. And on January 4th, my team and I are running a 30-day total focus, health focus called Renew You, it's brand new, Renew You 2021. So I'm looking for people that would like to renew for 2021. And I'm also looking to collaborate with the members of this group and doing some lives, some Facebook lives, so that we can promote each other in that media. So
Awesome.
if anybody's looking to do that, reach out to me, please. Lorraine Sanborn with Isogenics. Fabulous begins at 50.
Hey. Leslie, you're next on my screen. Can you share with us who are you, what do you do, and what are you grateful for?
Hey there. So my name is Leslie Neiditz, and I am an online entrepreneur. So I have an online health and wellness business, and I have expertise in helping entrepreneurs start and grow their Facebook groups to support and grow their businesses. So the new thing that I'm rolling out for 2021 is consulting and a course to help you all with your businesses through Facebook, and helping you grow your businesses through Facebook groups and Facebook Lives. And I am grateful for the people whose paths we've crossed this year, and the relationships and friendships that I've made this year.
Beautiful. I'm also grateful for that. So I totally identify with that. Jess is one of the people that I met this year. That was an outstanding meeting. Would you like to tell us who you are and what you do?
Absolutely. I am Jess Perret. My company is Alchemy Learning Solutions, and I work with coaches, consultants, and experts who have some kind of unused content sitting on a shelf and want to transform it into a new stream of income. So creating online courses, memberships, programs. And I am grateful for my health and the health of my family.
Yes, absolutely. We all are, really. Karen, I am so excited to see you. Oh my God. Who are you and what do you do? And you're also muted. And what are you grateful for?
Well, I'm excited to be here. So thank you for that rousing. Woo! So all of you, hello. My name is Karen Centeo. I'm the owner of Karen Centeo Consulting, and I consider myself a courage Sherpa. So I do a lot of work with Brene Brown and in daring leadership. And so I focus on executive coaching, training, mastermind groups. And that's the type of work that I do. So it's brave living, loving, leading. And what I'm grateful for, I would say introverted energy. And I am a raging extrovert. And if this time has taught me anything, it's to tap into introverted energy. So I'm grateful for being able to access that, or I think I would have went insane.
That is so true. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Karen. Angela, welcome. So happy to see you. Please share with us, who are you, what do you do, and what are you grateful for?
Okay. I'm Angela Caponera. I'm the owner of Your Mind in Bloom LLC. I help people who are in trouble and transition. I do resumes, cover letters. I do academic support for all ages, adults included. Mm-hmm. Learning does not stop when you turn 18. I help people get their state licensing exams. So a lot of people, again, great at what they do, hands-on. They have trouble passing the written part of the state licensure. I help my clients with that. I work with English language learners and special needs learners. And I'm available by Zoom, GoToMeeting, whatever. I actually jumped on because I had a client reschedule.
Oh,
and I saw your post on Facebook, and I'm like, she's rescheduling. I can go. Yay.
Awesome. Jen, dear Jen, welcome. Who are you? What do you do?
Hi, name is Jen Acuna, and I am an entrepreneur. I'm looking to open a bakery in Rhode Island. Besides that, I am a business matchmaker. I am very much into networking, motivational creative, and soon to be Ruby Ribbon stylist.
Yay! We're
And
excited
I'm
for that.
grateful for my various networking groups, just the amount of support and that I've received in so many different groups. And I'm grateful for having found a lot of clarity in 2020 so that I can better convey my gratitude to others.
That's wonderful, Jen. I am also grateful for our networks. Audra, I am grateful for you. Welcome. Who are you? What do you do? And what are you grateful for?
Good afternoon, ladies. I am Audra Micah. I am a career and college coach. So I help folks between the ages of 15 and 30 launch a life that they love, a life after high school, a life after college. And I am extremely grateful for the personal and professional growth I've found this year and the clarity. And much of that is due to Dr. Davia and Elizabeth Hill and my other mentors in this group who have guided me and inspired me. So thank you all.
Awesome. Laura, welcome. So glad you made it. Please share with everybody who you are and what it is that you do.
Hi, yeah, I'm Laura Maida. And I've been working as a digital marketing manager for the past 5 years. So I have, experience in, social media marketing, email marketing, advertising, online web pages, and also events. Have a ton of experience in event marketing as well. And so I'm actually currently looking for my next marketing job. I am looking to work for another company, but of course I'm open to any freelance consulting work as well. So I'm really happy to be here and of course meet all of you. I know some of you, but to meet the rest of you as well. So
Awesome.
Thank you.
Marianne, hi. So good to see you, Marianne Cruz. Can you share with us who you are, what you do, and what you're grateful for?
Absolutely. Good afternoon, ladies. I'm Marianne Cruz, business strategist and coach. I work with creatives and passionate entrepreneurs gain clarity and momentum in business through action plans, strategies, and accountability. And I am grateful for every single opportunity that Spirit gives me and each day gives me to meet and collaborate with women like you. So thank you, Divya.
Excellent, excellent. I love that. Susan, dear Susan, I was just watching our video together the other day and I was thinking to myself, I've really got to talk to Susan soon. And here you are on the show today. I'm so excited. Can you share with everybody who you are and what you do?
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, you can hear me okay?
Perfectly.
Perfect, thank you. So the universe must have brought us together. We must be Saturn and whatever. It's so nice to meet you all, Susan, from Unstoppable Women in Business. So I've been in sales forever. And I know that when I was in corporate sales selling corporate products, I had all the confidence in the world. But when I became an entrepreneur 9 years ago and I had to actually sell myself, it was a totally different ballgame. So my joy is to help women, small business owners and entrepreneurs learn how to have confident, connected, sincere, authentic sales conversations where they can make an ask and feel really good about it. And that's what I do every day, and I'm grateful to do it. I'm also grateful for this year because it was not an easy year, and yet I've come to the back end of it, knowing that I'm a different person, and I kind of like it. I like the changes that happen, so it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. It is a good
Nice
thing.
to be here.
I like to think that 2020 has been a year of transformation for us and, approach it from that point of view. Wendy, welcome, dear Wendy. So good to see you. Can you share with everybody who you are and what it is that you do?
Yes, hi. Thank you, Divya, and thank you, everyone. My name is Wendy Ladd, and right now, presently, I am the assistant manager at Chico's at the Mohegan Sun. Such a fun job, but I am transitioning into the nonprofit world, presently interviewing for a position as the assistant director in a successful local program that helps girls grades 6 through 12, empower them, especially young women who are in difficult situations, hold workshops, etc. And I'm brainstorming with this group in order to create more. So that's who I am and what I'm doing. I am incredibly grateful for 2020. It gave me a pause. It gave me time to sit back and really decide what's important for me. Not only decide, but actually decide, how am I going to do this and how am I going to make this happen? I wouldn't have had the opportunity that I've had with all these wonderful groups and women in particular. So I have a lot of gratitude. Thank you, Davia, and everyone here.
Thank you, Wendy. Elizabeth, hi, welcome. Glad you're here. Can you share with everybody who you are and what you do?
Yes, my name is Elizabeth Hill, and I own Greenheart Living and Greenheart Living Press. And we are making the world a more loving and peaceful place, one person and one book at a time. And I am so grateful for all the people that helped. I grew from being a coach and a coach that helped writers to forming a publishing company in 2020. So that happened. And there's so many people here that have helped along the way, whether they were writing chapters for books or reading the books themselves and editing. So I'm so grateful for all the people that have played a part in making this thing happen.
Beautiful.
This year.
Yes, awesome. And I'm grateful for you in just so many regards, Elizabeth. Thank you. Prati, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Who are you? What do you do? What are you grateful for?
Thank you. Let's start with what I'm grateful for. I'm really grateful for life. The fact that I get to get up every day and see my beautiful family right next to me. That is like really the biggest thing for me in my life at the moment. What do? I actually make marketing fun and effortless. And in 2021, my goal is to help 5 clients collectively make $1 million or more. So that's what I'm really working with. And my plate is full. So it really has been an amazing 2020 for me personally in terms of personal and business growth.
And I would say one of the reasons why 2020 has been good for you has been your attitude, really and truly. Every day, it's always nice to have you guys, because every day, if I'm feeling like my energy is dipping, there's always somebody in our group to lift us up. And Prati is consistently bringing that positive energy to the group. So I want to say thank you for that. Welcome, Joanne. Please tell everybody who you are and what it is that you do. Joanne, are you there? All right, we can come back to Joanne. Tatisha, are you there?
I am here.
There you are. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So hi, everybody. I think the second time I checked out this group. I have seen Davina at a couple different networking events last year for the West Hartford Chamber. But my name is Tatisha. I work for a nonprofit called Mark Community Resources. I am the outreach and advocacy and virtual service manager here. And what I'm grateful for, I'm just grateful to be alive and to be able to have new opportunities. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And Joanne, I think you came on camera just now.
Hello. Hey, how are you? So I'm Joanne Rhea, and my company's at Rajo, and if you don't know already, I show you how you can incorporate raw foods to have a healthier lifestyle or up your nutrition.
Excellent. And what are you grateful for, Joanne?
I am grateful for family, all that family time that we're all getting. That's the big thing for me this year is family time, more of it.
Beautiful. And we have a late entry. Angel just joined us. So Angel, you missed the whole thing, but welcome. Glad you're here. And can you just tell us who you are, what you do, and also what you're grateful for? I'm putting you on the spot right as soon as you log in. So let's see you on camera, and also let's have you unmuted.
I'm not able to turn my camera on at the moment.
That's okay. So just tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're grateful for. That's where we are. Angel?
Short stories, and I teach women how to be more confident in the bedroom and out of it. And I am grateful for Flexibility.
Yes. That's a good thing to be grateful for. That's really, really important. Thank you, everybody, for just sharing with us. And I'm going to hand over to Christy because she has a fun little exercise planned for us for today. Christy, it's all you.
Ready to do the exchange? We probably need a few minutes, so we'll do this part right now. Yes, Davia?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. I have to get a couple things. First, I have my bag, my raffle bag. So what we're doing is a gift exchange. And this was promoted ahead of time. So we have 12 people participating. So I'm going to pick a name out of a hat. And when I do that, the person whose name I pick is going to pick a number. And that number is going to be one of the gifts that were donated. In order to have your name in the hat, you have to have provided a gift. So it's like a Yankee swap in a sense. And so let me just get my glasses so I can see my screen.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the bag of tricks, and I'm just waving my special wands around. I'm going to pick the first name. Lorraine.
Oh,
Lorraine,
let's
you
see.
can pick. You want to pick between numbers 1 and 12.
I'll take 7 because that's my grandson's favorite number.
Lorraine, you have won a gift from Lori Raggio, a signed copy of Transformation 2020 book in the companion journal, plus a 1-hour coaching session to discuss moving beyond your comfort zone for 2021, a $185 value, one of our big prizes.
Thank you, Joanne.
So you two need to just connect offline, okay?
Yep, thank you.
Our next person is Marianne Pack. What number, Marianne, would you like to pick?
Let's go with 3.
We're going to go with 3. Okay, hold on. Number 3, you are the winner of the gift from Lynn Gallant, which is a Scout Sampler, 4 delicious, clean crafted wines. And that includes shipping, a $46 value. Yay! All right, our next person, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 10, and that is Karen. Karen, you want to come off of mute and pick number 1 between 1 and 10.
Apparently, I am slow on the uptick here. I will select 9.
Number 9. You can't. You have to pick another number because that's assigned to you.
8.
Number 8. Great. So you are getting the gift from Marianne Cruz, a 30-minute one-on-one goal setting session, and that is a value of $175. Congratulations. All right, our next person, pick a number between 1 and 9, is Leslie.
1 and 9. Okay, 6.
Between 1 and 9, yes. Okay, 6. All right, Leslie, you have received the gift from Lorraine Sanborn, Isogenics package, including collagen bone broth, Isommune, and a sample pack value of $90 with a shipping included. Congratulations. Woo. Our next contestant between 1 and 8. And she's not here, but she did provide a gift. So Crystal Teal, I'm going to have Davia pick a number for her between 1 and 8.
1.
1?
Yep.
Awesome. She is getting from Mary Caranglio the Cabby Heavenly Wrap.
Ooh.
And that's a value of $89. Awesome. All right. The next person that we have is picking a number between 1 and 7, Lynn Gallant.
Where is Lynn?
Okay, now we can hear you.
Between 1 and 7, I'll pick 1.
Number 1, you are getting the gift from Leslie Neiditz, the Arbonne highlighter stick, a value of $50.
Awesome. I can please use that. Cool. Thank you.
Next person is Marianne Cruz. Between 1 and 6 are the numbers that are left. Sorry, what was it? You were 5? 5? All right. Marianne, you are getting, this is funny, the gift from Karen. So you two just swapped. She's giving the Dare to Lead book and a 1-hour assessment debrief valued at $625, our top prize today.
That's awesome. Karen will certainly spend some quality time.
Yes, we will.
That's awesome.
Next person to pick is Lori. Lori, between 1 and 5.
4.
4. And you get the gift from Crystal Teal. You'll have to connect with her, and I'll make sure she knows since I think she's not here. But Crystal is giving a transformation necklace with a genuine Swarovski crystals valued at $60.
Beautiful.
Great. We have 4 more left. Lorraine is asking who won your gift. Leslie Neiditz.
Thank you.
Our next person is Mary, who is not here. So Davia, pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
And that is my gift, which is a half-hour human design and self-care consultation to help you determine a customized design plan.
That's a great gift.
I will connect with Mary about that. 3 more to go. Our next person is Angel. Pick a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Angel, you're receiving from Donna a signed 30 Days to Better Organization book plus professional organizing session valued at $70.
Nice.
And that is Donna Fanacario. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Cool. Thanks.
And then we have our next person, Donna. That's you. Pick one, number 1 or number 2.
Okay, let's go with number 2.
Number 2 is Angel's gift. Angel is giving a signed book plus $15 coupon off of adult novelty and lingerie products plus $30 off a 2021 coaching program valued at $56 altogether. And then the last is gift left, which goes to me because I did submit something and I thought I'd be the last, is Marianne Pack. I won your Intuition Anointing Oil from the Many. And that's a 10 milliliter roller bottle of 5 essential oils. So with the value of $37. Thank you, excited. Thanks everyone for joining, participating, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas and everything else.
Thank you so much, Christy. That was fun. So everybody connect with everybody else and be sure to collect your gift. I would invite everybody to go ahead and put in the chat your contact information so that if there is somebody who's on the call who would like to be in touch with you, that they can absolutely do that with ease and grace. I want to have us transition right into the next segment of our meeting, which is using this time to plan for 2021, but I want to say we're going to plan in a different way from perhaps the way we've been planning before, because we're going to be focusing on planning to use our intuition a little bit better during the coming year. So I want to welcome Marianne Pack. She was our speaker last year in January, and we talked a lot about intuition then, and we're definitely going to dive deep into that. She had sent out a worksheet. I don't know if everybody got a chance to get the worksheet, but if you didn't, I'm going to go look for it on my computer right now and I'll put it in the chat so that you can connect with that as well. But Marianne, welcome, and I just invite you to share with everybody who you are, what it is that you're doing, and take it away.
Thanks, Divya. As I told everybody else before, I'm Marianne Pack. I have mariannepack.com, and I'm a spiritual guide that works with women to remember who they really are and all the aspects of who they really are, and to blend into that wholeness. So there's confidence, there's grace, there's, you know, abundance, there's all these beautiful things that when we become the wholeness of who we are, it's just can explode our world. I do want to say, I thought of that this morning, that I opened the year with setting intentions, and now I'm closing the year for LPL with setting the intention to actually develop a relationship with our intuition. Yeah, I will need to share my screen.
Alrighty, let me give you permission to do that. And you should be able to share your screen now.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. All right, this is Planning 2021. When somebody whispers to you, when is the best time to hear them clearly? It's always in stillness, in quiet, in not a lot of distractions. So when you want to build a relationship with your intuition, we have to do the same thing. We have to set aside quiet time. We don't want to sit in the noisiest place. We need to be quiet. We need to stop talking and listen. And so as we want to build this relationship with our intuition, set aside that quiet time. So, and you may know a lot of these tips and tricks and techniques that I talk to you about, but just set your intention to find something new, something that you can help to actually grow this relationship. Our intuition is our inner being speaking to us, giving us messages, which we know. And just be mindful about, how does it make you feel when you go into silence, when you go into stillness? Does it make you fidgety? Do you get a little nervous or twitchy, or is it really calming and gives you, floods you with peace? So be mindful at working on being still, just being quiet. So this is a quote: "Before anything else, preparation is the key to success," by Alexander Graham Bell. So before we do anything, before we think about planning, we have to actually prepare. And what are we going to prepare? Today, we're going to lay the groundwork for success by preparation. Once our environment of our spirit, mind, and body are prepared, then we're ready to actually ask and expect answers and guidance, so that we can plan our 2021. So for me, our inner being is who we are, and our intuition is the method of communication. So part one is preparation. We're going to prepare our body and our physical environment. And again, like I said, you may know some of these or all of these, but watch for things that actually kind of resonate with you and spark you and go, maybe I could add that in. Maybe this would help continue to grow my relationship. Hydrate. Water is an energy conductor for your electrical powerhouse. It just helps move the energy that we're asking to receive. So be mindful that we hydrate. Stimulate your vagus nerve. A lot of times people don't think about our vagus nerve, which begins at our brain stem and then splits and goes down both sides of our neck and throughout our body to our internal organs. And this stimulates and supports our magical electrical system and supports our organs as we, for more well-being. And it's increased energy movement. We are all energy, so we have to be mindful that we have to do this. And the vagus nerve, you can stimulate it by singing, by humming, by shouting affirmations, or singing at the top of your lungs in the shower or wherever you love to sing loud. And it reawakens that and supports your energy. Create a quiet and sacred place. Make sure that you're creating a space that is beautiful and comfortable and quiet, or plan on taking a walk or a warm shower, or, a salt bath, or grounding or earthing, which is simply just walking on the earth barefooted so that the electrical system is exchanged in our body. And this is all preparation to be able to hear from our intuition. We can't just blatantly scream, I want to have a relationship with you. That's not how we build relationships. We build relationships by setting aside that quiet time so that we can actually hear from each other. Have a journal and a pen. I am so big on handwriting because it rewires our brain. And if we're journaling about our thoughts and feelings, or we're writing affirmations, these are our new ideas, the messages, and maybe the meaning that you receive. When we write those positive things down, we're rewiring our brain to actually physiologically alter so that it can think more readily and more quickly, and will go to those positive thoughts. Essential oils, aromatherapy improves our brain mood center. I offer intuition from my spirit guides, the many, but there are other people in this group that I'm sure have other essential oil blends. I know Meredith has one possibility, and using essential oils is actually so much more intuitive than many times we give it credit. So many times we think, oh, well, I have to read the definition of this essential oil. Just smell it. If it resonates with you, go for it. You don't have to have a science degree to enjoy the benefits of essential oils. Find a meditation app on your phone, or because I happen to use Insight Timer because it has the timer, but it also has ambient sounds that I can listen to. When I sit in meditation, a quiet mind meditation, I like to focus on a sound or my deep breathing, and just in preparation, have these things available to yourself so that you're not scrambling when it's time to sit down and actually meditate. Be rested. Resistance subsides during our sleep, so you get to start fresh every day. We have an opportunity. So make sure your body is rested and you're not going in and thinking, well, I'm going to meditate to get over this sleepiness, or I'm going to, push through. Just go rest for a few minutes. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just allow yourself to rest. So the next part of our preparation is prepare your mind. Set your intention, big intention setting. Develop so that you're intending to develop a relationship with your intuition. When you set an intention, you are committing yourself to it. It's not like a nice, that's just a nice idea. I'll just create a relationship with my intuition. No, when you set an intention, you are actually committing. You're intending to accomplish it. You're intending to develop the relationship. Your relationship with you and you, the physical, and you, that spiritual, that non-physical, intuitive side of you. That is the most important relationship of any we will ever have, because it is the basis for every relationship. And if your relationship with you, the inner being, your intuition is not in good order, none of your other relationships will be either. Quiet mind meditation. When we get ready to prepare our mind, use the quiet mind meditation for that. It's when you go into a quiet mind meditation, it's different from a guided meditation, which guided meditations have their purpose, but that is someone else directing your thoughts. What you're wanting to do in a quiet mind meditation is to actually guide your own thoughts. It's a time to practice focusing. You're focusing on a small sound in the room, or an ambient sound on your phone app, or your deep breathing. So you're not only quieting your normal chatter of thoughts, because they say we have 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts, even in a 15-minute segment of time. So what you're doing is quieting your thoughts, but at the same time you quiet those thoughts, you're quieting your resistant thoughts that could get in the way or hold you back from hearing from your intuition. And when you quiet those thoughts, you naturally raise your vibration. And we know that source vibrates at a very high level, and so do our inner beings as they communicate with us through intuition. Communication. Think about how you want to communicate with your inner being, with your intuition, because our inner beings are chomping at the bit to communicate with us through intuition, to give us those thoughts, to give us those new ideas, and to give us messages of guidance. So prepare your mind and think about how you want to communicate. Do you use oracle cards? Do you use your quiet mind meditation? Maybe you'll download blocks of information, blocks of thought or phrases. You know, sometimes I even get an acronym that is just like, wow, and it blows my socks off, and I just love it. So there's so many different ways that our intuition wants to speak to us. I get a lot of nature spirits, animal spirits, or anything in nature. You might see number sequences that spark your interest, and you go find out what those are because you've seen them 3 days in a row and you want to know what they mean. But you'll always have a deep knowing. There'll be such a presence, a deep knowing within you. And you may even get physical sensations. There are times when I get like a zing through my body, when I know there's something coming through, and to be, you know, have my antennas up to pay attention. The last part of preparation is prepare your emotions. Notice how you feel throughout the day. Because our emotions tell on our thoughts every single time. So if you are new to being mindful about your emotions and how you feel, you may just want to set a timer on your phone for every hour or every couple of hours and just check in with yourself, because however you're feeling throughout the day is the direction of where your thoughts have carried you, because those emotions are telling what you've been thinking about. And if you've been thinking resistant thoughts or worrisome thoughts, you're not going to feel very good. And you can notice that. And then you have the opportunity to change those thoughts and start focusing more on pleasing thoughts, appreciative thoughts, gratitude. And you will see that attitude shift in your day and how you feel. Sorry, I forgot to add that one. Here's the next one. Your intuition whispers. Your intuition is not ever pushy or loud, and it must be invited. So be sure that you actually prepare that space, prepare your emotions to actually receive. Prepare yourself to hear the whispers. How can you best hear your whispers? And invite that intuition in. Appreciation is key. Oh my goodness. Appreciation and joy are vibrating at such a high level. It's the same essence of the vibration of source and our inner being. So if we want to touch base with our intuition, we also have to be vibrating at that appreciative high frequency. So make sure that we're in an attitude of appreciation as much as possible throughout the day. So we're always attuning to that intuition, because your intuition can drop it anywhere at any time when you're in appreciation. Make lists of things you appreciate in your life, in your business. You know, being in appreciation is the fastest way to aligning with your intuition. So if you can write about what things are going right, how do you want to feel? What do you want to experience? That this attitude, this appreciation attitude alone will align those emotions, align your feelings with your source, and then you'll be able to receive from your intuition's guidance. This is the next section. Planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it. I love this one. Thinking about when we're planning our future, we're actually bringing it into the present so that we can formulate it, so that we can mold it, we can create it, we can get that intuition, that intuitive guidance so that we actually create something new. So part 2 is planning. Where do our plans come from? Where do those great ideas come from that we go, aha, or we go, that sounds fabulous? We actually get them from our inner being, from our intuition, because it is those, we've already put so much out there that we want. And our inner being is accepting and becoming all of those beautiful things that we've chosen, that we've made preferences on. And what our inner being is doing is formulating it into some cohesive thought and giving it back to you. So when you can understand those beautiful thoughts of planning of new ideas and new programs and new processes and new products are actually from your intuition, from your inner being, and playing back to you what you've already put there. And they will feel really, really good. So every creation happens in our now. Our future is created in our now. That's what this quote was talking about, that it's bringing that future planning into our now, because everything we do is in our now. It's not in the past, it's not in the future. No matter what we're thinking about or working on, it's happening in our now, where all the creative power is living. Attunement to our intuition's leading is imperative during our planning. I love to be attuned when I sit down to think about what I want to create. During the planning stage is when you really want to be attuned to your intuition, to hear with clarity and to think with clarity and ask questions. Then be still and listen. If you're frustrated or confused when you sit down to plan, or it gets a little overwhelming, just take a break, step back, and get another run at it after you feel, after you go into some appreciation or feel refreshed, or, you know, get your drink of water, step away from the computer for a little bit, or from your calendar. Think about what brings you joy, what sparks your passion, what feels like a calling. And we're doing it from joy and satisfaction, never ever from duty or sacrifice. Everything that our intuition is calling us and guiding us to feels really good. It sparks that energy of life, that life force that flows through us, and we just get exhilarated. So, you know, watch for those things, but don't put yourself in a position of stomping all over it to think you can't do it or you doubt it. Allow your intuition to guide you all those little steps along the way. Pivots are inevitable. Don't we know that as we evolve, as we transform as human beings, as who we really are and grow, so our work must evolve. So don't let these pivots, don't let shifts in your business, you know, stop you from enjoying another new pivot that you're planning, that you see coming. You know, what will you leave behind? What values, goals, projects will you carry into 2021? What will you leave behind? What will you create new? Because I think this year of this great pause has really given us an opportunity to really evaluate what's important to us, what we really want to do. And our intuition is there to support us and give us, add to those ideas all along the way. I love creative brain dumping, where we just creatively brain dump about anything and write it down. No matter when you sit down to do a brain dump, watch for all those creative things that come to you, no matter how small or insignificant they may look. Write it down, because you may start to see a pattern of creativity that you'd never seen before. You may find that there's 3 that really match well, that you have the opportunity to create a whole new product or program under that you may have never watched for before. Excuse me. Let me get a sip here real quick. I also love the Swiss cheese method. It just helps you chunk down the projects into a smaller bite-sized chunk. So during our planning, you know, this can be just a really good general thing, but it also can be very specific, where you draw circles on the page, just a whole bunch of circles, but that are large enough that you can put a little phrase in it. So your big project is at the top, maybe a new idea for a product or service. And within all those little circles to break it down, because that big project can look so overwhelming at times, and it can feel daunting. And, you know, as we color in those circles, as we complete all the little steps, I love chunking things down into bite-sized pieces that don't make me feel so overwhelmed. So this method is explained in the little worksheet that I've given you, so we don't need to spend any more time there. Honor your pace and style of planning. You know, if you need to, you know, figure out some more planning ways, some planning skills, you know, you may need to look for those, but don't get so focused on, I plan this way and there's no other way. You know, this is how I do it. You know, don't put yourself into that limiting box. Expand your ideas and allow yourself to plan at your pace. There's so many times, you know, I'm guilty of looking at how other people are doing their business or what they're producing or how they seem to plan. And they have all these strategies planned out and daily posts planned out. And I'm thinking, I don't work at that pace. So I have to honor my pace too, and the way I like to plan. And so there's no comparison necessary. Oh, sorry, I need to go back. At the heart of every desire is to desire to feel good. And so the standard of success in life is not the things and the money. The standard of success is absolutely the amount of joy you feel. So maybe we need to tweak our idea about what success is. Because the thing is, the more joy we feel, the more we're actually open to receiving. So we're actually being a success on all levels. We get the joy, but we also have this beautiful abundance that we have created, an abundance of thought and clarity that we give our clients and our customers. So all around, we need to shift our idea of success that is actually the amount of joy we feel. So part 3, success. Joy and appreciation, again, is essentially the vibration of source. This leads us to that true alignment, that we're open, that we've actually opened ourselves up and inviting source to speak to us and give us that intuition and that intuitive guidance. You can't worry and feel joy at the same time. They live on opposing frequencies. So remember, when you notice how you're feeling and you're feeling worried, you can't feel the joy of who you are, who you really are at the same time. It can only be one or the other. Notice your level of joy every day. You know, feel for the joy, feel for it to expand into more. How much joy are you experiencing in a given day? Is it more than yesterday, last week, or last month? Is it growing? Are you spending more time in appreciation so that joy just bubbles up in you and you're ready to receive that intuition? So as we're feeling good, we're attracting. As we're feeling bad, we're attracting. So there's two ways to know what you're attracting: how you feel and what's showing up in your experience. So if you're kind of beating your head against the wall on certain days when you set about planning, you know, you're attracting more things to be frustrated about. You know, things will not flow as well. But when you're feeling better, you'll start seeing the ease and the flow come in more easily as you set about planning. Surrender to your intuition's guidance. Your intuition is your co-creative partner. So don't be a control freak in your life. Your inner being knows who you are, what you want, and how to get you there. So your logical mind simply works from experiences you've already known. You can't create new from your old experiences. You can only create when you allow your intuition to guide you, to offer you suggestions, to give you those new ideas. And plan with an open palm. Don't hold so tightly to your outcome that you contract that energy within you. But if you plan with an open palm, you've given your intuition the freedom to guide you. And I love always thinking about, you know, planning with what and why. What do you want and why do you want it? Rather than getting into all the how and what, where, and who, which is the work of source. So be open to listen to your intuition as it guides you. Here's a how, here's a why, here's a when, here's a who. Who can you collaborate with? When can you do it? You know, so that open palm, allowing your intuition to guide you. Have fun. Have fun with this. Be open and willing to receive. Just chill out and trust. It should be fun to plan for something new. It should be fun to look forward to our new year coming. And then when you're feeling joy, know that you're aligned with your purpose and that you're in that position of hearing from your intuition's guidance. And this is our natural state of being, that high vibration, that living with intuitive hits and messages. This is how we intended when we came to this earth to live this life, that we wanted that guidance. We wanted that feeling of connection and that relationship with who we really are. Oh, that's for the breakout session. So I'm done here, and I don't know if anybody has any questions. I'll end my screen sharing. Oops, I just did it again. Sorry. Okay.
All right, so Marianne, thank you. That was wonderful. So how do you want us to do the breakout sessions? Do you want us to get into the small groups and do the worksheets together? Is that what you had intended?
I had intended, yeah. There's a little process of your A to Z positive emotional words, and it's a list from A to Z. So if you didn't print out the worksheet, that's okay. The last 2 pages it's all printed for you, A, B, C, D, down the left side of the paper. So if not, just grab a piece of paper and give yourself a couple of lines, because what I wanted you to do in the small groups is that just start filling in those positive feeling words that can be in the forefront of your mind, and always adding to these words, because some words are really easy. You can rattle off a whole bunch of A words, but you get to X and you're going to have to Google one. There is 1 or 2 that I had to Google when I did my list, but just to be able to have these words at your access, so that when you create your planning, if it's on your calendar, or if it's or if you make a vision board, add some of these words so that it helps you remember the feeling. So you get into the feeling of looking at your vision board or your planning much more easily. You know, doodle some words around the side of these beautiful emotion words that you're going to come up with. But if you just kind of throw out words to each other, then you'll build your list a whole lot more quickly.
All right, so I have an idea. Why don't we do it this way? Why don't we all stay together in this room as opposed to breaking out into smaller rooms? And why don't we just start with A, and if everybody can unmute and just shout out their word of positivity and affirmation, then we can get, I'm sure, through most of the alphabet. So who's got an A word? Go, Lynn.
Abundance.
B.
Blessed.
C.
Creative. Curiosity.
All of those are great. D.
Devotion.
Sure. E.
Excellence.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I love those. F.
Fortunate.
Fun.
Focused.
Yes.
Family.
Oh, yes. G.
Grateful.
Yes.
Genuine.
Generous.
H. I'm like saying the alphabet in my head.
Happiness.
Hopeful.
Healthy.
Hopeful.
I.
Intuition.
Well, there you go. J.
Joyous.
K.
Kind.
L.
Loving.
Love.
M.
Magical.
Yes. N.
Nurture.
O.
Open.
P.
Positive.
Yes.
Oh.
This one might be hard. Q.
Quietness.
Quiet.
Okay. I guess it wasn't hard at all. R.
Radiance.
And if you come up with a word that we haven't said, feel free to drop it in the chat. S.
Success.
T.
Transformation.
Yes, ma'am.
What
I'm
was
all
that?
about that. Transformation. All day, every day.
Trust.
Yes. U.
Uplifting.
V.
Vitality.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good one.
Words.
W.
Wellness.
Wonderful.
When
X. Yeah.
How about excellent or excel as a play on that?
Marianne, did you have one that was with X?
It is. I didn't put it down. but it actually means like to uh, create an entertainment, like you enjoy creating an entertainment space or a homey space for, it seems like that's what it was, but I had to Google it. I had to Google positive names that begin with X, positive emotional words. So.
What about Y?
Yes, how about yes?
And Z?
Zest.
Yes. Okay. You guys did very well. That was awesome. What do you think, Marianne?
Yes, yes.
You're going to give them an A+ on this assignment?
And just keep adding to it. Just enjoy it, because it's really good to have these at your fingertips. Sometimes when you're kind of going downhill a little bit.
I enjoy so very much the, coming up with the words together. I think that's just outstanding. So thanks, guys, for all your input. Marianne, thank you so much for starting our year off in Ladies Power Lunch and ending our year with Ladies Power Lunch. Couldn't have planned it better if I tried. And always just, the chat was going crazy while you were talking, because everybody really resonated with the things that you were saying. So I just want to ask, anybody have any takeaways that they particularly appreciated from Marianne's talk that they want to share? Anybody? That's not me. You guys are going crazy in the chat, so I'm pretty sure that
I know I kept watching stuff go by, but I couldn't see anything.
Jen, please do share. Yes.
I think it was very reassuring. And that's probably what a lot of you thought too, because so many people were like chiming in and like, yes, I agree, or whatever the comments were. I was trying to read through the chat as it was going through so quickly. And I think it was just a lot of it probably really resonated with so many of us, or so many pieces. And it was very reassuring. So thank you for your time, Marianne.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Donna. And Jen, you had a comment too.
I found the whole thing to be enlightening and uplifting. When you laid it out in the slides, I realized that I do a lot of that already, but there were some things that I'm definitely gonna take a look at, and the worksheet is fantastic. So thank you for that.
And I did post the link to the worksheet. So if there's anybody, I'm going to post it again. If there's anybody who didn't get a chance to do it and you want to take a look at it afterwards, it's right there for you. Christy, you had a comment?
I just said it was a good reminder to go inward.
We have a great tendency to be very mentally focused. And I mean, that's normal that we would want to be that way, but sometimes if we tune into, like Marianne was saying, the intuition, the knowing of our body, that can be so much more robust in terms of the feedback that we're able to get. Karen, you had a comment too?
So I said it's good to give permission to use intuition as a real viable business tool.
Absolutely. I have a question for everybody, and be very, very honest with answering this. How many times have you done something or made a choice or went in a direction that was in complete opposition with what your intuition was saying to you, and at the end of it you're like, I should have listened to myself? Like, how often does that happen? It happens all the time, right? So I agree, Karen, that really realizing that it is a valuable tool, and it's a tool that we all have. Like, you don't need to go anywhere to get it. You don't have to go to Home Depot to pick it up. It's right there. You've got it. Marianne, this is really, really beautiful. Lorraine, you had a comment too?
She left.
Oh, okay. Lynn,
That's what I think her comment was.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I have to say this really resonated so strongly because of so much of what I've learned from many of the people in the room this year. I was laying in a meditative state on my mat earlier, going through the alphabet. And this is, I mean, going through the alphabet, choosing words of positivity. That's what I do. So it's kind of hysterical that we were just doing this.
No, it's good that you do that. That's wonderful. I love that. Jess, did you have a comment?
Yeah, this was so spot on for me. I've been feeling a lot lately like I manifested all of these great mentors and guides for my business. And so I'm getting all this great input and it's swirling. And so I'm like, okay, which way am I going now? Who am I? So this morning in meditation, I was thinking, okay, I need to research, like, what are the things that I should be thinking about for my first year in business? And this just brought my energy like way back down. I was like, okay, no, we're good. We know what we need. Like, let's just take a minute and pause and listen to it. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jess. You know, when we were all chatting in the chat while Marianne was busy talking, yes, we were paying attention. We weren't just chatting randomly with each other. But while we were chatting, Christy mentioned about, you know, the type of planning that you do that is better for your design. And for me, the type of planning, this kind of planning is definitely more appropriate for my human design. So I absolutely appreciate this. And Prati, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I'd say too, it's appropriate for probably many because it's getting out of your head.
Yes.
Which doesn't hold the answers, but we all think that we have to think through things. And I love that Jess had written, she goes for a walk. She asks the question, goes for the walk, which is another way to get into the mind. For you, it's the quieting. And so, yeah, that's great.
I love that. Love that so much. And Prati, you had a comment. I think it rolled by on the chat and I kind of missed it.
There's so many comments, so I have to look through it, all the comments. So it's like just quickly going off. Okay, I was just saying it was a great session, Marianne.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yes. So, you know, I feel as though there really is an opportunity for us to really just take it down a notch and get back into who we really are and use that as our basis for planning 2021, because I feel as though 2020 has been an unusual year for us and some of us are still spinning from all the changes that we have made. And if we just step back for a moment and regroup, take that time, use your intuition, I feel like we'll be heading in the direction that we want to head. So thank you, Marianne. And of course, everybody, thank you for your input. Before we go today, is it okay if I just share with you the upcoming things that we have for Ladies Power Lunch? I would love it if you could write this down and that way you could have it on your calendar. I will definitely be posting in the group as I am wont to do, but it will help if you have this information ahead of time. So I'm going to invite everybody based on, you know, Marianne's wonderful presentation for us today. How do you guys feel about creating, and you can do it in Canva or you can do it on paper, whatever you want to do, but creating a motivation board. And I'm going to put a post in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group, and it'll be the prompt for you to just post a picture of your motivation board. So I have to admit, guys, I just learned about motivation board. I've been doing vision boards forever, but a motivation board is just for you to get some motivational thoughts and ideas and quotes and things that uplift you, things that if you look at them, if you read them, if you pay attention to them, they raise your spirits, and making it onto a board in a similar way that you would make a vision board. And so you can do it in Canva because that's what we've been using to make our vision boards this year, or you can make a real vision board, motivation board. But what I would like for you to do is just take a picture of it when you're done and just post it under my prompt in the Facebook group. Everybody like that idea? Prati, any questions?
Yeah, no, I've been doing, instead of vision board, it's funny that you're doing motivation board. I'm doing joy board.
Oh, I love it.
I just put everything what brings me joy, and that's it. I don't care for anything anymore. It's like just every day look at something which is just makes my heart sing, and that's, I ended there. No goals, no nothing anymore. So it's funny.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Just because you know what, if we have learned nothing from this year, I would say we have learned to be flexible, to go with the flow, to stick and move. Like we've just learned to take it one day at a time in a way that we never have before. We've been kind of forced to, whether we like it or not. So I felt like asking y'all to post a picture of your vision board might not be the thing that we'll do this year. So let's go with a fun board or motivation board. Go ahead and share with us. I feel also very strongly that when we all share with each other, that everybody wins and everybody is uplifted. That's thing one. I said 5 things. Okay, so let's include this under thing one. Also remember that in our group, you guys know each other or know of each other. So you guys feel a little bit of contempt for each other. I think, you know how they say familiarity breeds contempt. You're like, oh, that's Elizabeth. I know Elizabeth. Or, oh, that's Donna. Or, oh, that's Prati. But you guys, I want you to appreciate this, that the talent that we have inside that Ladies Power Lunch group is amazing. It's phenomenal. So, yeah, we have Elizabeth, but Elizabeth has a master's degree in, she knows all about community organizing. And so when it comes to getting people together to achieve an objective, she knows that stuff backwards and forwards. Anything that you're doing that requires getting the community together, you should kind of get on a call with Elizabeth. Prati used to work for a blue chip company in marketing. So when she says she makes marketing fun, she's not just talking from the back of her head. She knows her stuff. The people in this room are amazing. They know the thing that they know. I was interviewing Susan the other day and I was just listening back to our interview and I'm like, oh my gosh, this woman is amazing. Why do I not talk to her like every single day? My invitation to you is take advantage of the women that are in this group. I am giving you permission right now to take advantage of each other. Just talk to each other, communicate with each other, reach out, have those coffee chats because you're out there looking for things to grow your business and every single thing you need is right here staring you in the face. No joke. So that's thing one. The other things are just our upcoming events. So we have our Success in Any Season Summit that's coming up on March 15th. Right now, we're in pre sale for the VIP tickets. I will post the link in our chat so you can see that if you'd like to get the VIP tickets and put that as a 2020 expense. You can go ahead and do that. That's fine. I know everybody's planning their accounting plans and everything. Our next Ladies Power Lunch meeting is going to be January 18th. So I would invite you to put that on your calendar and I would invite you to also attend because remember I said some time ago, maybe 100 years ago, that everything that you need is in this room. The person who's coming to speak to us, she's going to be talking to us about these 3 things. One, how to craft your $1 million talk. 2, how to deliver your $1 million talk. 3, how to get booked on stages so that you can deliver your $1 million talk to bigger audiences. Who doesn't want to hear about that? Nobody wants to hear about that, right? Okay, great.
Who doesn't want to? I do.
Awesome. So I'm in, Akanke is going to be our speaker. She's also a member of our Ladies Power Lunch group. She's amazing. She knows her stuff. So I would invite you to be a part of that. Where are we? 1, 2, 3. Thing 4. So we're almost done with things. And at 1:51, I feel like I'm right on time. So I wrote a book. Yes, Elizabeth, it is done. I wrote a book, but it was a collaborative work because I interviewed a bunch of the women who are a part of Ladies Power Lunch, and they told us their stories about how they use collaboration to grow their impact and their income. So that's coming out soon. It's called Grow Smarter. It's coming out under the Ladies Power Lunch and Greenheart Living Press banner. So I want y'all to look out for that. And that leads me right into thing 5. Coming up on January 28th, we're going to be having, I hate to call it a webinar because you think webinar and it has such negative connotations in my mind. But here's the thing that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about increasing your income and your impact for 2021. And these are the 4 areas that we're going to be hitting, because I've talked to as many women as I could in our group, and these are the things that people are suggesting. They're suggesting that they want to know more about how to be a more effective speaker and to get on the stages that they want to get on. They're talking about being a more effective podcaster, and if they don't already have a podcast, they want to get involved with that. 3, they want to be a best-selling published author, and if they're already a best-selling published author, they want to hit that again. And then the 4th thing is that people have been asking a little bit about how we can create a database of the talent that is Ladies Power Lunch. So Marianne, who is our speaker today, is actually going to be taking charge of that, and she is going to be developing the Ladies Power Lunch concierge service, where if you are a service provider, you can be on that list. And if you need a service, you can talk to Marianne and she can connect you with the right person. So those are the 4 things that we're going to be talking about on the Ladies Power Lunch webinar on January 28th. I think it's going to be around about midday, but don't hold me to that. But I want you guys to look out for those things, because for 2021, I want to hit 2 points. I want to hit the fact that you can be a success in any season. That's 1. And 2, I'm a practical gal, so I'm going to give you tools to be successful. Anybody hate that idea? No one hates that idea. Awesome. All right, guys, it's been great. It's been wonderful hanging out with you guys for our Ladies Power Lunch monthly networking meeting. Thank you so much to everybody who made it. Thanks, Christy, for all the fun that you injected into our meeting today. Marianne, your presentation was on point. And if you guys haven't had a chance to take a look at the worksheet, I would invite you to make some time for it. I will post the replay. So if you want to, watch the replay and go through the worksheet with listening to the replay, that will be available to you as soon as I'm able to. By the end of the day today, really, we should be able to do that. And so with that, I'm going to close out the formal portion of this meeting. If you'd like to stay on and chat for a little bit, you're absolutely welcome. And thanks everybody for everything.